following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Hey Juan, can you get rid of the Dark Frights thing, please? Thanks. We want to welcome everybody. We got a great show for you guys today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get started with anything else, we need to first give a shout out to our one and only man, Mr. Ron Russell. Today is his 85th birthday. So happy birthday.
It is. It still
It just is. That's why I said it is.
It was.
No, this is
Right
his birthday, you guys. So he's 85, and we got a great show for you guys. We're doing a show called Back to the 90s. Before we get started, I have to find the link to send out to everybody. So while I'm doing that, Ron's going to say hi.
Hi. If you're curious to know about the shirt I'm wearing, okay, this shirt is a Jimmy Star shirt. He made this shirt about 30 years ago. I found it in the warehouse about 15 years ago, and I fell in love with it because it looks like Happy Birthday with the cherries, the cake, and the candles, and all the jazz. So I have worn this shirt for the last 14 years on my birthday on our show. You know, I'm just a sentimental old jerk.
Absolutely.
But, you know, being 85, I tell you, not so good. You know, there's very little left ahead of you, and it makes you sad. So it makes you also want to know that you have to have quality time. You have to spend quality time with quality people. Trivia, nonsense, garbage, stupid talk, wasteful talk, or angry talk, gossip doesn't work anymore. That's good when you're young. When you're 85 years old, you want to say what's real, what matters, and what makes people love you more. Right, James?
Absolutely. All right, I got the link, so I'm going to just put it out. Talk for 2 more minutes. Let me just put it out for everybody to find.
We have a very special friend on today. He's a sweetheart. I tease him all the time about being in love with him and wanting to have sex with him. And he just laughs his head off. He's a crazy guy. So you'll hear more of that silly shit.
He's be coming on quick, too. He's coming on in just a couple of, 5 minutes.
He's coming on in 5 minutes.
So, you guys, we have a great show, Back to the 90s today. We have some great guests. We have all these fantastic people from the 90s. They're still fantastic now, but they all have huge dance hits, so it's going to be a dance hit show put together by Mark Loverush, who's a very dear friend of ours that we love to death. We have Rosala coming on, you guys. Shani from Alex Party's coming on. Vicky Waters from Capella is coming on, and Colette Van Sertima, which I don't know if that's the right spelling for her. I mean, it's the right pronunciation for her last name, but we'll find out when she comes on. It's going to be very exciting. All big stars, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Right. And if I don't have my energy level that I normally have, here's why. I've had knee replacement. And if they say it's okay, you get over it right away, they feel of crap. It's the most painful thing I've ever done in my life. And when does the pain stop is what everybody that has this operation asks. For reasons of my age, I couldn't take narcotic painkillers because they made me hallucinate. Imagine hallucination. So I had to do it dry without. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And I said to Jimmy, you know what? Give me a pill and I'll hallucinate. I don't care. Well, I did hallucinate. I called Sophia Loren. I don't have Sophia Loren's number. I speed dialed her. What the hell is speed dial? Anyway, she looked about 75 and was beautiful. and we had the greatest chat. We talked about spaghetti and the movie that we made and blah, 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 blah. We had the best time in the world. And she said, please call me again. And I said, I will, Sophia. Now, I never called Sophia, Lauren. It was a hallucination. That's what happens when you take morphine and you're my age. The brain can't tolerate the high. So I was loaded all the time and unable to speak to anyone. All phone calls were held back. I couldn't take one phone call. And of course, my friends were worried, but not to worry. They were told it was just because of the high. Now, I knew I was going to do this show, and it is my birthday. And my daughter Deirdre flew in from Pennsylvania to be with me, and I didn't want to be out of it, stoned. So I stopped the pill 2 days ago. I'm in great pain, but I'm semi sober.
No, we're good. You're good.
Why people did drugs years ago to get high this way, I will never know. I never liked the feeling of high. I still don't like it. I prefer to be crisp, clear, and with it. So if I'm a little dingy or a little something, don't think that I've been drinking or something stupid. It's the medication. I'm on, I guess you call it cold turkey.
Yeah,
I'm cleaning out, as they say.
All right, in the chat room too, I just put the link to put in to watch. Hopefully it works. Let's see. The link for people who want to watch the show, I put it on all my social medias. And I think it's going to be a very fun show, you guys. Before we get started with all of that, let's do a thank you to everybody. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in every week. You can hear the show on our new podcast platform we switched is now called Acast, ACAST. So it's acast.com. You can check us out. And we're also on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Amazon Prime, and 360 TVN. A lot of platforms, and we're on about another 150 or 160 other ones, but those are the ones that everybody kind of knows. So we say that with everybody there. And
It's a great shirt.
Yes, it's a great shirt.
I love this shirt. How much was this shirt selling for back then?
Probably $150.
How much?
150 probably.
Back in those days, 150?
Yeah.
You had nerve.
Well, I
It's a
sold
lot of money. You were robbing people.
No, I wasn't. It's one of a kind. You know, you have to pay a lady $8 an hour to sit there and make it. I didn't pay people like shitty wages.
Oh, okay.
Which $8 an hour 20 years ago was a lot of money. You know, now it would be terrible, but back then it was good. And it's handmade and it's one of a kind.
Yes, it is.
So
And it has
it's actually
snaps
cheap.
instead
Nowadays
of
it'd probably be $1,500.
Go away.
Everything's so expensive. I
50, I wouldn't pay.
was just looking at T-shirts from John Varvatos on eBay, and like they're like $200.
If people are stupid enough to wear somebody's label and to advertise their label at that great cost, you know what? Forget it. I don't wear labels. I'm wearing your label only because you made it. And I love this shirt. And I've worn it every year for my birthday. So it has meaning. Right?
Yep, Mark is here. So we're going to bring Mark in now.
Oh, he's here.
And yes, he's here. So let's bring him in. Hey!
No.
Look!
Am I a bit too close to the screen?
No! Oh, Astro, stop it.
I shaved for you, Ron.
He shaved for you, Ron.
Especially for your birthday.
I'm not speaking to you. I waited on that corner for 3 days. You never showed up.
Yeah.
I had to pee in the street because I had a little cut. I had a little cut on 59th in Lexington, right on the corner, waiting for you. 3 days I laid on that cot.
Also, say hi to our chat rooms. People are starting to show up. Say hi to the chat room. Everybody in the chat room, happy
So
birthday.
listen, you shaved for me. Where else did you shave for me?
All over.
You're all shaven. nice and slick and smooth.
I am.
We could put lotion on you and have you slide all over.
Happy birthday, you absolute legend.
Also, you guys, so we didn't do an introduction. You guys,
Thank
this is
you,
Mark.
Mark.
This is Mark Loverush. He's half of Love Foundation UK, music superstar, producer, and remixer, and he's fabulous. And he's been on the show. And this show today is called Back to the 90s. And Mark has actually set this whole thing up. He sent me music videos for all our guests. We've mentioned the names of all our guests earlier, and we're going to bring them all out in just a minute. I think when we bring them out, we're going to bring them one at a time just so we can say hi to them for 2 seconds, and then we'll bring the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So where's the husband?
He's been fitting catheters all day, and he's worn out by putting pipes down men's
penises.
penises.
He's a nurse. He puts catheters in. He said he had to put catheters in people all day today, so he's been putting catheters in men's penises, and he's tired and he's sleeping. Don't forget, it's 8 o'clock at night there for them.
And this is what you're in love with?
Yes.
A catheter pusher?
He's also in love
Ron, I have to say, some of the stories he comes back with from the hospital is just amazing.
I believe that.
What?
He says some of the stories that he comes back with are amazing.
What stories?
From the hospital with putting in people.
Oh, sure. I believe. Oh, I know that.
That would be terrible. Looks by this way.
I had a catheter. I had a catheter put in once, and I said to him, "Listen, take your wristwatch off. It's hurting."
Yeah.
You always make me laugh.
Of course. You know, everybody out there, this is all fun. I always tease Mark. Every time Mark is on, I make love with him because everybody, the audiences love it. They think I'm outrageous and that you're so cute and that I'm really after you. I'm 85 years old. I can't run too fast.
Thank you.
I cannot run that fast, Mark. You're going to have to slow down.
I love it. And you guys, Mark has a fabulous husband who's also a superstar performer who had taken a break for a little while, and now he's kind of coming back, right? Tell us what's going on. There we go. What's it called? 2/3.
I Want the World.
I Want the World.
Hear Me Calling.
Yes, we played actually. I think we played one of his videos last week on the show.
Easy Pressure.
There we go.
And I Want to Be Alone.
And he's actually though coming back again now, right? He's performing.
What it is since he's just started this new job in urology, and it's
He's
so
got
stressful.
a new album coming out.
He's having to learn.
Let him finish.
But I want to talk about the new album. What songs to sing while having an insert?
I don't know. He probably just sings them to keep them easy.
That is so fucking
In and out the window, in and out the window.
Please send our best to him, Lee.
Yes.
He's fabulous,
I
you
will
guys.
do.
He's
I
wonderful,
will do.
and he's also a great performer. And actually, he had a hit. I think I wrote it down with his band was called 2/3, and they had a hit with called "I Want the World" at the same time that Colette Van. So how do we pronounce Colette's last name? Sertima or how do we do it?
Sertima, I think.
Sertima. We're going to ask her. Okay, we're going to ask her. But at the same time, they were both charting at the same time, which is very cool.
And Gonzalo as well.
Oh, yes.
Gonzalo as well, and Wakefield.
I love it all.
Yeah.
So how is
Amazing.
Wakefield involved with everybody? Did a lot of these people work with Wakefield, or how is
Yeah.
Wakefield?
So Rosala, Vicky, and Shaney, they're all on the circuit together. They do all the big 90s festivals and stuff like that. So they're out performing all the time. It's
love it.
I know. I can't wait to actually. I'm going to a big one in August, and I can't wait to go and see. Just to hang out with them because I grew up listening to them. Do you know what I mean? So.
Absolutely. I loved it. I watched everybody's videos yesterday as we sent them off, and I was very familiar with everybody, especially Rosala, because in the United States she had a huge hit, and then I listened to her new album that just came out yesterday, which is fucking amazing.
Oh, good.
It was so good, you guys. We're going to talk about it. It's called Turn on the Light. She does dance music and she does other music also. She does a cover of Baby Come Back by Player, and Player is a really good friend of ours. Like, we're really good friends with the band Player, and she does a cover of Natalie Cole. Yeah, it's fabulous. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So your love life is good. Your music and professional life is good.
Love life is not so good.
Well, it's not, you're not in it, Ron. So
No, you're missing a lot.
He said you're not in it, Ron. So
You know what? There's something to be said for 85. Think about it. Think about all the experiences I've had sexually in 85 years or whatever, 75 years.
But you started at 10?
Well, no, 15.
Okay. So 70 years.
So I have 70 years.
He's not good with math.
70 years of expertise.
indeed.
Now, when you have 70 years of expertise, you'll reflect back to this day and you'll say, gee, I remember when Ron talked about this. And, you finally learned how to put a catheter tube in.
You gotta love every
Now,
minute of it.
I know some freaky people who like to stick things up their penis, pencils and oh yeah, there's nut jobs out there that do that. They put all kinds of weird crap up their penis. I had a catheter put up once, and I was screaming, "Don't get me pregnant!"
I had to have one done once.
Kind of a Joan Rivers joke.
That was a bad one. That one didn't matter.
Sort of a Joan Rivers joke. Listen, when you don't have a script and they're coming out of your head, they can't all be great,
So we want to welcome some people joined us for the chat room. Jeff Caperton's here. He wished you happy birthday, Stefan Bell, Don Hinton. Somebody else was in here that I wasn't sure who it was. Let's see if we can find him again. I don't know how to make this thing go back up. Oh, here we go. Matthew Richard Waterhouse. Hello, Matthew. Thanks for joining us.
Matt's a very dear friend of mine from the UK. He signs our records. Yeah.
There you go, Matt. So thank you so much, Matthew. I like his name, Richard Waterhouse. What a professional, oh my God.
Right.
Sounds like he should be the fucking king of England. He's fabulous. All right, so what we're going to do is bring on our first person to say hello to. And since I don't know how to pronounce Colette's last name, let's bring Colette on first, Juan. Hey, Colette, how you doing?
Happy birthday. I'm good. How are you?
Thank you.
We are fantastic. So how do we pronounce your last name?
It's quite funny hearing you trying to pronounce it, but your initial pronunciation was correct. Colette Van Sertima.
Van Sertima. All right, you guys. Colette Van Sertima, what a beautiful smile you have. We're very happy to have you on the show.
Thank you for having
Congratulations
me.
on all your success. All right, now we're going to bring on.
But wait, I bet when you walk into a party, the party starts. Am I right?
Of course, darling.
I think so. You must be one wild chick. Like you get up on the desk, you take your bra off without your blouse. You flip around. You know how women do that? They take their bras off without.
I'm kind of a little bit like Mae West. What do you want to come up and see?
Oh my God!
Right.
So in the United States, it's on Turner Classic Movies. It's Mae West month, and he loves Mae West. So we've watched 30 Mae West movies in the last.
I love Mae West. I think she's a great character. Her sense of humor is fantastic.
He loves Mae West, and I love your accent. It is so fabulous.
Thank you.
I love it. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
You playing with your nipples?
No, I have something sticking me.
Oh,
The shirt, maybe. All right. So next in, we're going to add to the let's add Vicky because we know Vicky. So let's add Vicky Capella.
Hi.
Hello, welcome back. It's so good to see you.
And you, nice to see you. Hi,
Happy
Colette. Nice
comeback.
to meet you.
And you, darling. And you.
You know
Happy
everybody.
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I
She
think
said
it-
happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sweetheart. I think you have competition with Blondie.
Oh,
Hey, I think she's a one wild bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would invite her to every one of my parties for sure.
So you guys, Vicky is the singer for Capella, you
You're my
guys.
kind of girl.
So now we have Vicky, Colette. Let's bring in Shani from Alex Party. Hey, Shani, how you doing?
Hi guys,
hey,
So
girl.
nice to see you. Welcome to
and
the
you
show.
too.
Oh my
Hey,
God. I love having all these British accents. Like they're so cool.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank you so
birthday.
much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
uh,
I have over 1,000 people on Facebook wishing me a happy birthday.
Oh, isn't that nice?
And I won't be able to get back to them individually. So I want to say to all my people who say happy birthday, thank you so much. At my age, I appreciate it because it's a landmark. Getting to be 85 is an achievement. To be healthy and still alive and talking. So
And you look amazing.
thank you. And I mean,
He's just coming off knee surgery too, so he's still a little under the weather.
yeah.
Oh, God bless.
I think
All right,
Jimmy
so-
must be keeping you-
Yeah. So last but not least, let's bring in the fabulous Rosala.
Rosada.
Oh, hello.
Rosada.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for your lovely appraisal on my new album, Turn on the
Oh my
Light.
God, we're gonna talk about it when we'll do a little like thing with everybody to talk with everybody as we're sitting here together.
Thank you. Oh,
You're the
better
first
turn-
one I knew without really having to look everybody up besides Vicky because Vicky's been on the show before. And
Yeah.
but you know, in America, you're a huge big deal, and we love all the dance artists. We've had a whole bunch of them, so I don't know if you guys will know these people, but like we're really good friends with like the girls from Expose, and they're in America. They're like really big in the dance, world. Expose, CeCe Peniston, Sister Sledge, Stevie B, Taylor Dane. They've all been on the show. There's been a lot more of them too. And then we've had all the regular rocker people like Chicago and Earth, Wind and Fire. And who else have we had? Earth, Wind and Fire, Kool and the Gang. I don't know, a whole bunch of people.
Everybody.
So we love having all the great musicians. We also had Martha Wash on once.
Oh, I love Martha Walsh.
And you guys should probably know her, or you guys would know her. But I think it's very exciting to have all you guys on. And I thought we would kind of like get things started by just going back to Mark and Vicky, I think, right? Because Vicky, it's the new single is Capella, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us something about the new single, Vicky.
Well, it's Capella with obviously Love Foundation UK and Rough Loaders. So it's a brand new single. We've just completed a music video for this. So this will be the first Capella music video in 25 years. So we're very excited. And it looks fantastic. I'm so excited to show everybody.
I love it. Okay, and Mark, you tell us something about it.
So after Give It To Me Baby, I was just stumbling across YouTube and I came across this track that goes, I always wanted to know where the lyric was, the music is moving. So I did a bit of research on the internet and then found this old 1993 Italian house track from Mary's House called Stay Mine. And I looked and I didn't realize that's where the vocal sample came from. And then I played it to Vicky and the Capella team. And we just instantly said, this has got Capella stamped all over it. And we reproduced it. And Vicky and Jay went into the studio and did the vocals. And it's turned out to be pretty big to say.
Love it. So we want to welcome also in the chat room Frederick, who says hello, Rosella, because he's talking to you.
hello.
We know this will be. Hi, Frederick.
Okay, so Frederick knows everybody. There's also somebody that says the best music years, 80s and 90s, and he's from Italy. So we want to say hello to him. So how about Vicky? You introduced the song. Juan, you have it, right? Hopefully. So we're going to play this is the world premiere of the brand new Capella single with Love Foundation and Rough Loaders. The name of the song is Stay Mine. And Vicky, you introduce it, and Juan hopefully will have it ready by then to play it. And you guys just hang on and we'll be right back.
Yep, so this is our brand new single, Stay Mine, with Capella, Rough Loaders, and Love Foundation. And I hope you love it. Yay!
All I want is a baby. All I want is a baby. All I want is a baby. Yeah, yeah.
Love the outfit too, Vicky.
Oh, thank you. We've got to sparkle, haven't we?
That,
With our-
that cute looking thing, that was freaking fabulous. So I love it. So everybody, so now this single's available, right now. Everybody can go get it or no?
No, it's out on June the 20th.
Oh, it's not even out yet, you guys. There you go. I love it. Actually, there's some.
You know, club music has not changed, but the dancing has. And I don't care for the dancing because no one's dancing. They're just arm jobbing, you know.
Yeah.
It's so easy to do arms. So I could go out on the dance floor now and I could dance again.
Very true. Very true. But you want to know, these are all of true like 90s legends, so we know how to make
No,
that.
but when I used to go to Studio 54 and
Yeah.
to the Subway and all the great clubs in New York in the day. And it was freestyle, but we had style. It wasn't like we had a nervous breakdown, you know.
Yeah.
We have to add some new people joined us.
Even fat Liza Minnelli, that creep. She could dance good.
You guys, we added some new people. GED
I
Decade
don't
of
like
Dance.
Liza Minnelli.
Frederick, I can't go. I don't
Not
know
too
why I
many
can't get this
people
thing to
do.
go up. I don't know. A bunch of people came in. Anyway, they're all saying that they love it and all is good. So let's go from there. Let's go to Colette and let's talk to Colette a little bit. All right. So I read in a bio that was provided to me by Mark that you started out like you were playing Cinderella as a little kid. Did you know you wanted to be a singer and a performer as a little kid, or was it a fluke?
Well, Mark started off as Cinderella.
No, Colette.
Well, yeah, it's kind of weird actually. I always felt that I was a closet singer. So when all my family were out of the house, I would glam up and put my little record player on, and I would harmonize to Ella Fitzgerald, Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston, all the greats and
All the
legends.
greats.
And that's where I began. And I loved it. I just had this feeling. And I love Shirley Bassey. So I used to dress up. My mum looks like Shirley Bassey. So I used to dress up in her clothes and she would never know. Put her heels on and then basically sing around the house, you know, and just pretend, you know, hey, big spender. And I and hope they didn't come home and catch me. But I was actually quite a shy kid. But yes, I started as Cinderella, and it was the first performance I ever did in the sixth form in my school. They didn't know in my school that I could sing or anything, but I always had the aspiration and feeling to do it. But I never got picked for anything, kept in the closet. And then my RE teacher basically one day randomly said, Colette, no, sorry, I've written a play, a pantomime, and we need to choose a Cinderella and a Star Trek. Now, I never got chosen for anything. As I said, now nearly 18 years. I'm nearly 16 years old. And I'm like, no, I am 16 years old. Sorry, I'm in the sixth form. And I'm like, why would they ever, you know, it's a bit weird. Anyway, and it was so random that he decided to call my name. So it began when I had to be Cinderella in a pantomime, and I had to sing a solo track because he sort of said, oh yeah, you've got to sing as well. And I was like, what are you talking about? How do you know I sing? I've never sung before. How do you know? And I don't know.
How did it go? How did it go when you did it? When you sang, was everybody like surprised, jaw dropping, and oh my gosh?
I was so nervous. My top lip was going, and I was dressed like I was dressed like Chaka Khan, and I sung "The Only One" by Lionel Richie, and there I stood in the middle of the stage, and you can imagine in front of kids. Oh my God, it was like a nightmare feeling, and but I got a standing ovation, and they screamed the place down. And
there you go.
Yeah. And I thought,
Mark was little,
maybe I can. I don't know, you know. So that was the beginning.
when Mark was little, there was a wishing well in the park where he lived, and he used to go over to the wishing well and sing in it, "I'm wishing for the one I love," and the voice back would say, "I'll be there. I'm counting a few more. These things I have to stick up."
Which if they weren't there from the beginning, they didn't get that, but that's funny as shit. All right, so Colette, you have 4 UK top 40 hits in a row, Hold That Sucker Down was number 24, featured on Queer as Folk, which there's a British version and there's an American version. We had a lot of friends who sang on the American version. Then you did Can't Get a Man, Can't Get a Job, Life's a Bitch, International Gay Anthem of the 90s, hit number 31. And besides all of that, you wrote a track. Ron's going to love this. You wrote a track for Tina Turner called Open Arms, and it was on the All the Best, the Hits album.
Yeah, that was like.
Did you get to meet her, or did you just send it to her, or did you get to meet her?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet her. The track was actually for an album I'd written because I'd initially got an album deal with BMG Records. And but unfortunately, I didn't get to release my album. But EMI, I'd co-written it with a couple of other guys, Ben Barston and Martin Brammer. And basically, it was supposed to initially be for my album. But when I wrote it with the guys, I was like, do you know what? This could be a Tina Turner song quite easily. And weirdly, as the time went on, I'd lost my record deal. I didn't get to release my album, unfortunately. But they asked randomly one day if they could use or put my song forward for Tina to sing. And it got chosen, apparently, out of 4 songs for her to launch her Best of Tina album. So, yeah. And it's
a
been
huge deal.
Yeah,
I love Tina Turner.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's an
But
honor.
I understand she's very easy to meet. She's not a phony snob. She's very, very down to earth. You know, she's a regular person. So I can't wait to meet her. Oh, she'll come.
No, she's dead.
Who,
didn't Tina Turner die, didn't she?
Oh, not Tina Turner.
Who are you thinking of?
Ella the drugs got me. I'm on morphine, folks. No, really, for my knee, I have to think.
Tina Turner, you know, what's love got to do with it?
I love Tina. Oh, please, I love Tina.
You
I'm
love
talking
Tina.
about Patti LaBelle.
Oh, Patti LaBelle. He's talking about Patti LaBelle.
She's easy to
I know, we're
meet.
going to get her still. She's
Patti
fabulous.
LaBelle is a sweetie. I've come so
I
many
love
times
Patti LaBelle.
this close to meeting her.
Oh.
Her coming to my house for dinner.
That's
Because, listen to this story.
light on me.
We are family.
Sister Kathy Sledge.
Kathy Sledge is a good friend of mine, and I love Kathy. And I said to Kathy, she lived in the next town. We lived in Doylestown. She lived in Newtown. And I said, why don't you and your husband come over for dinner? I'll make a nice Italian meal. She said, when would you like us? And I gave the date. She said, let me look. She said, oh, I can't. We're having dinner with Patti LaBelle that night. You know, maybe I could come to your house and bring Patti LaBelle. Would that be okay? She said. Would that be okay? I said, what the fuck are you out of
And then
your
we
mind?
moved here.
I said, what are you out of your mind? I said, would that be okay?
I'll send the taxi.
To have Patty at my house?
So we want to welcome some people, you guys. Frederick is there. Josh Dance, 90s is there, who says hola. And Scott Shepard, I don't know, there's some other people, but I can't scroll up and see, but they're all saying hello. And so Colette has this song, you guys. It was we're gonna play the song Hold That Sucker Down because it was on Queer as Folk. So you introduce it to us, Colette, and then Juan's gonna play it, and you guys hang on, and we'll be right back.
Okay, so this is my 90s track. Hold That Sucker Down. Basically goes, you gotta hold that sucker down.
Enjoy, everybody.
It don't mean a thing if you can't hold him down. It don't mean a thing if you can't hold him down. You can take your man back, tell him all that you want. But let me tell you now, you gotta hold that sucker down.
Yay, everybody. So that was Colette Van Sertima, and that was Hold That Sucker Down. And you know what? You look almost younger now, and it's like 30 years later.
So I'm told.
What year did that come out?
Oh gosh, that was in the 90s.
1994. Yeah.
I told you.
That's 31 years ago, and you look younger now. Boy, that is awesome shit.
We're just about to redo Colette's Life's the Bitch, and then we've got a few other ones we're working on, and then we're gonna relaunch Hold That Sucker Down next summer.
I love it.
Good version.
You need to be doing all that stuff. All right, we're gonna move over to Alex Party, Shani. So Shani, are you actually Italian? Are you in Italy?
Definitely not with this accent. South London girl.
Okay. I think when I googled Alex Party, and it said it started out as an Italian dance group. I think it said, and so I just thought maybe you spoke Italian.
Nah. So yeah, Alex Party was already established. I think like a year before I came onto the scene. They had that was their first song they had was "Read My Lips," which was an instrumental and just had a little sample going through it.
Yes.
Yeah, and so the guys, Johnny and Paolo Vasnardi, Italian, and Alex Natali, Italian, and I'm the only person that's English.
It's not. Okay. Where now? Do you guys live near each other in England? Are you guys all like near each other or no?
No.
Not at all. So you only see each other basically like either if you talk on the phone or when you go to perform at all the different places.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all performing now pretty much? I know Rosala is and I know Vicky is. Colette, have you been performing still? Or are you getting ready to go performing?
Funny enough, I've just started to come back into the picture of things, and just recently I performed at the Kit Kat Club in Berlin.
Oh wow,
which was really cool. That was a really, really good gig. Yeah, so
everybody knows that club too. That's a very famous one. So Alex Party, you guys, they had a big hit, "Don't Give Me Your Life." It went to number 2 in the UK. It went to number 5 on the US dance charts, which is huge. 1995 Club Record of the Year. They also had another single, "Wrap Me Up," which was number 17 in the UK. And they did a remake of "I Love Music," right? That was you guys, right? No, Music. The theme to that was Rosala. Rosala did "I Love Music."
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wrote it in the wrong place. I'm an idiot. So we'll go back. We'll go back to Rosala. She's next. So now, did you know you wanted to be a singer when you were young?
No, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to go into the army, and I wanted to be a nurse. You watch all these programs on TV, but I think when I started to think about singing, I was in my secondary school, and they said to me, "What do I want to do?" And I think at that time I couldn't really do that much. I've got dyslexia and dyspraxia, so I found it really difficult and challenging to kind of learn English, maths, and things like that. So I'd be sitting in the classroom just doodling and you know, just messing about. And it's not until I went to a club, like a youth centre, after school, and then I started to learn. Well, I decided I wanted to learn to sing, and the singing teacher, I don't know if you know her, but us guys will know her, and Sharon D. Clark. She was doing like the singing lessons, so I went there and I was really interested in it, and then it just started from there really. But I think it was at that time it was the only thing that I thought I could do.
Well, but you didn't start right off going into Alex Party, right? Or did you? Maybe you did. Did you do another band, or you tried to do solo music, or how did you actually become a part of Alex Party?
So it's really weird. So there was an advert that was going out in a local paper, and they was looking for a singer, amateur singer. So I applied for it, and I got the part or whatever it is, and it led to me doing a single called "This Is It." It was a cover. And then from there, I started to do tour dates and things like that. I was thinking, I could kind of do this. Then I ended up being approached by Fifth Avenue management team. They was doing quite a lot of dance music around that time. So I signed up with them, and that's where I met my manager. And then I just started to do a lot of backing vocals. So I was doing backing vocals for like Womack and Womack. I've done some stuff, Marshall Jefferson, Dina Carroll, quite a few singers. Yeah. So I started to get really good at backing singing. I was thinking, do you know what, actually, I don't want to be out in front. I don't want people to be seeing me. So maybe it's the best place to be. So then what happened was my manager was in MCA Music, and she was one of the A&R persons. And she said, I've got this backing track. You need to start with your writing and that. So she gave this backing track, which was that Don't Give Me Your Life backing track. Now, the backing track does not sound anything like what it sounds like now. It sounded like there was about 3 instruments that was in the backing track. And maybe it sounded like banging on baked bean tin cans and things like that. So I wrote this song, Don't Give Me Your Life, which actually took me about 10 to 15 minutes to write the whole melody, because I come up with a melody first of all, and then I write the words. And I absolutely hated the song, I have to tell you.
It's your biggest hit. And it's a big hit.
It was the worst. The melody was terrible. The words are terrible, but I kept trying to change it. It wouldn't. It kept coming back to this. And my manager's phoning me up, and she's like, Shani, so what's happening with that backing track? And I'm like, you don't even want to hear it, mate. Listen, it's really not good. She's like, no, let me hear it. And so I sent it to her down the phone, like really reluctantly. And she says, I think we should get you into the studio. So I think like about a week or so later, I went in to do like a rough. And she come downstairs and she was like, let's listen to it. And like literally, I was cringing because I was like, I hate this.
They're all like smiling and nodding like they understand what you're saying. 100%.
But anyway, so it got sent off to Italy. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't even think I was going to hear anything, because I was just, for me, I thought I'd written quite a lot of songs that were really, really good, and nobody didn't want to listen to them. So why are they going to listen to this one? But then what happened was one of the A&R guys listened to my song, and it was like, no, this is rubbish. This is no good. But then the Visnadis, the Italian producers, said, no, we want to listen to it. And they heard it, and it was like, oh, mate, this is magnifico. So then after that, I ended up going to Italy and recording it. And it was just crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's such a cool story, though. That is.
But what's really crazy, is that, when you do something and you think this is the one, but you don't really know this is the one, because you don't know how. But I remember my manager said to me, Shani, do you know midweek you're going to be at number 9? I'm like, shut up, what do you mean number 9? I said, what, in the proper charts, like the ones in Woolworths,
real ones.
She's like, yeah, and guess what, they penciled you in to do Top of the Pops. I'm like, what? It was just, so when you see all these young singers out there and they're going on all these talent compositions and things just go like a whirlwind, it's like your feet don't touch the ground. That is exactly what happened to me. It's like,
So
And Top of the Pops back then. Do you know what I mean? That was when
that
you
was like the
performed.
biggest show, right? That was like the biggest show you could be on.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Back
Yes.
then, when you
Was
go on
anybody
Top of
else
the
on
Pops,
Top of the Pops? Were any of you
So-
other ones? Anybody else was on Top of the Pops or no?
Only as a backup.
Solo was okay. That's okay. It's
But-
still on there. Colette. Don't
Also-
knock it. So the name of the song is "Don't Give Me Your Life." The one. Let's hook up the one that says "Alex Party, Don't Give Me Your Life," and you introduce it for us, Shani, and then we're gonna play it for everybody to hear.
So this is Alex. I can't even do it properly. This is "Don't Give Me Your Life" from Alex Party.
You treated me bad. Now what can I say? You told me you love me, but it never felt that way. I tried so hard to carry on, but you left me there alone. Now you're trying to say, don't treat you this way, but don't you know I don't need your love. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life. Life doesn't mean nothing to you, nothing to you. Cheating and flirting is all you're fit to do. I tried so hard to carry on, but you left me there alone. Now you're trying to say, don't treat you this way, but don't you know I don't need your love. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life. Oh no. I tried so hard to carry on, but you left me there alone. Now you're trying to say, don't treat you this way, but don't you know I don't need your love. Give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life. Hey, don't give me your life, give me your life.
Oh, so anyway, I was telling you guys you can go back and forth between the private chat and the comments tab, and the comments tab is all the people on the actual chat list. I mean, that are actually in the chat room. That way they can see it. Because right now you just sent those those chats to me.
oh,
Oh,
So if you look at the top, it says
Oh.
private chat, and then it says comments. I know Vicky's figured it out because I see her in there, like sending messages. So real quick before we move on to Rosala, like who was somebody that you guys like kind of admired when you were younger, who was like a singer that made that was just something that you liked a lot, whether it's in dance music or not. We'll start with you, Mark, and then just kind of go around.
well, for me, well, I mean, for me, it was E17 to start with because I was.
Oh, I love E17. Okay.
I was actually obsessed with E17, which
Oh, no,
led me to Lou.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good reason why. Okay, that's a good reason too. But you wouldn't have known that when you were a kid.
No,
so,
I
all right,
wouldn't have done that. No.
I'll let
I
your
did,
turn.
I did see Lee on the circuit when I was 15 years old. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, Lee and Rosallo have got a huge connection as well.
Do, yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Colette, what about you?
Gosh, I had so many. I'd have to say Whitney and sorry, can I have more than one?
Yes.
Okay, so I said them earlier actually. So it would have been Whitney, Luther Vandross, Anita Baker, Ella Fitzgerald, Shirley Bassey. All of them are my inspiration.
You know who I like a lot? I don't know her name now. Beverly Knight. Is there a Beverly Knight in the UK?
Yeah.
That song Gold. I love that song Gold.
Great song.
All right, Vicky, your turn.
So I was really into the Carpenters when I was younger. So Karen Carpenter's voice was just silky smooth, and I really enjoyed the way that she sang. And as a classical singer as well, it was just something different and just easy listening and mellow and chill. So yeah, Karen Carpenter's voice was amazing.
I don't know if I ever told you this when you were on before. So you know that song, Sing a Song, and it has all the little kids going for la 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 in the background. I'm one of the kids.
Oh,
I sang with the Carpenters when I was like little. I was a ham and I loved it. But then when my voice changed, I just couldn't sing anymore, and I was terrible. I sing around the house all the time, and Ron thinks I'm hurt. And Alex, your song, that song that we played of yours, so that was still that was at the very end of my clubbing years when that came out, and so that was a big hit here. So we heard that all the time in the clubs here. And who was your influence? That you like?
People, Queen. I used to like Queen, Barbara Streisand, Shirley Bassey.
She said Barbara Streisand.
I used to like
Barbara Streisand.
Shirley Bassey.
How did Barbara Streisand get in there?
I love Barbara Streisand.
We had her sister on the show actually last year. We had her sister on who hasn't had a bunch of new songs out. I love Barbara Streisand, but I also like all that theater stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, if she said Barbara Streisand, then I'm permitted now to use a name.
Okay.
Johnny Mathis just retired.
That's his favorite.
He did
Johnny
a
Mathis.
retirement show here that I understand was stupendous.
Oh.
I've been watching some of that actually.
Huh?
Yeah, I've been watching some of that.
You've been watching it.
Yeah, he's my dad's.
He's almost 90 years old, and he's a little nutty. But you know, at 90, you get a little nutty.
Yeah, he was amazing.
I've been in his company 3 times over the years, and he was one of the most elegant, gentle, sweet, kind, giving person I've ever met in the business. It wasn't about him.
Yeah.
He was just he is a lovely man.
Yeah.
And he's never had a great love in his life. And I feel bad because music was his life. And he never had anyone to come home to say, I love you. And I said to him, but Johnny, you had millions of people that when you went on stage, they said, I love you.
Yeah.
So
we listen to Johnny Mathis, especially at Christmas time, like because he's got all these.
I
Christmas
think
albums.
Johnny
We love
Mathis had a voice from heaven. No one can sing like him. Did you know he sold over 350 songs?
Million records.
Million records. I'm on that medication, so because of my knee. I couldn't be here without a little something.
So now we're going to go to Rosala, and here's how we're going to introduce Rosala, you guys, because I read online. Rosala is the 98th most successful dance artist of all time, which is a big to do. So whoopoo, yay, Rosala! Everybody knows her song, Everybody's Free to Feel Good. It was, such a huge hit all over the world. She toured with Michael Jackson. She opened for Billy Ocean. She does ballads. She has a ballad, Love Breakdown. That was a big song. That was a big, song that I liked a lot. And she has a new album that came out last year called Turn on the Light that we'll talk about in a minute, but everybody needs to get it. It's got dance hits and it's got pop music. It's got everything. And she sounds just as good as she sounded in the 90s. She's fabulous. And hello and welcome to the show. We're happy to have you. And who is your influence? Who was your influence?
I loved listening to Aretha Franklin when I was growing up.
Who? Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah,
I
that's
love listening to her. Yeah.
Now, did you know that so I think I forgot where you're from, Tunisia or someplace. I forgot what I read. Where were you from?
I was born in Zambia.
Zambia, okay.
Zambia, and grew up in Zimbabwe, and I've been living in the UK for I started traveling to the UK late 1988, so I started living here in 1990. And then 1991, I had the big hit with Everybody's Free to Feel Good.
How cool is that? So you were singing though in Zimbabwe, right? Because I think I read like you kind of went there and then you went someplace else. Like, so you kind of started younger and you actually hit it pretty fast.
Yeah, well, people say I hit it quite fast. I didn't really, because when I look back at my career, I started my apprenticeship, if you wish, in Zambia and Zimbabwe. You know, in Zambia, I was, doing children's television programs. And then when we moved to Zimbabwe, there was a friend of mine that formed a band, and we called the band Grab, which was the letters of our first names, which was Gabby, Rosella, Andy, and Boyke. And we went around Zimbabwe, covering songs that were being played on the stations. And Zimbabwe and Zambia are very, the radio stations are very influenced by music from overseas, Western music. So we played a lot of that, as well as doing some African style songs as well, which the people wanted to hear. So we catered to all that. And, I'm going around the country and I'm doing this and I'm loving it. And then there was a point where I thought, I need to release my own material. I can't keep doing songs by, I don't know, Aretha Franklin, for instance. And then lo and behold, I manifested something, a talent contest sort of happened. And I joined this talent contest in Zimbabwe. And I won all the 3 hits, and the prize was a recording contract in Zimbabwe. And I thought, wow, okay, great. And started recording material in Zimbabwe, released it only in Zimbabwe, and became the starlet in Zimbabwe. And then I thought, right, I've gone as far as I can in Zimbabwe. I want to be an international singer, And it just so happened that then there was an English producer on holiday in Zimbabwe, and he was friends with a friend of mine that was a big time DJ on Radio 3 in Harare. And cut a long story short, he got to meet me. He spoke to my record label, said I owned a studio in Wolverhampton. And my record label in Zimbabwe believed in me, and they bought me my first 3 air tickets to travel to the UK to come and record this album, The Spirit of Africa, which has just been released on Spotify recently. And, that album was only released in Zambia and South Africa. And we used that album to try and get me a record deal. And we're sending it all around. And I don't know why this is one record company that springs to mind, but there's a record label that wrote to us saying, we really love it. It was Arista.
Oh, wow, big one.
And I remember seeing this letter saying, she's great, we want to sign her, and literally within that week or so, they wrote back saying, actually, we're not interested,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All in a week.
All within a week. It happened so quickly. And then somebody said to me, you see, that's the entertainment industry. It's very fickle, So I began to learn that from way back then. But we carried on sending around cassettes. And one of those cassettes fell on the laps of Tim and Nigel, who were known as the Band of Gypsies. And I got to meet them, and they asked me what style of music I want to do. And I said, look, I'm African. I want to do dance music with, a hardcore bass line and a piano sounds and drums. And, from that album, one of the songs that we did was, Everybody's Free to Feel Good.
I love it. So you had three singles that did well on the first album though, right?
From the Everybody's Free, yes. Yes, I had 3. In fact, there was 4. The first one was called Born to Love Ya, and that became a commercial underground club hit. So the other 3, Everybody's Free to Feel Good, Are You Ready to Fly, and Faith in the Power of Love, those are by far my 3 biggest hits to date. But Born to Love Ya, the fans didn't want me to break out and become a commercial international artist. They were like, we want to keep you underground because you're ours. And I'm going, guys, I also need to earn a living,
Right. I gotta get paid.
I gotta get paid, and yeah.
So what we're gonna do is I want to play Everybody's Free because it's such a big hit. I'm hoping YouTube doesn't flag us for it. We're gonna find out, I guess, in a minute. So Juan, we're gonna play Rosalla's Everybody's Free. I just wrote Everybody's Free on it, you guys. I didn't write to Feel Good on the thing for you, Juan. Rosalla, you introduce it, and then we're gonna play it for everybody, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, the song coming up is my big hit called Everybody's Free to Feel Good.
Enjoy, everybody.
Woo!
Everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free. Brother and sister, together we'll make it through. Someday your spirit will lift you and take you there. I know you've been hurting, but I'll be there waiting to be there for you. And brother, just helping you out whenever I can. Come, everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free to feel good. We all are a family that should stand together as one, helping each other instead of just wasting time. Now is the moment to reach out to someone. It's up to you. When everyone's sharing their hope, then love will ring through. Come, everybody's free to feel good. 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 Yeah, everybody's free.
Yay! They're calling you their queen and stuff in the chat room. So
That was a good song. I don't remember it because in the 90s I was too old to go to clubs. You know, I stopped going to clubs in the 80s.
Yeah, it came out in 1991, wasn't it? Right?
Just, you know, you walk in and everybody's 20.
also
I mean, you know what that's like already, Mark.
missed it somewhere in there
You know
too.
what that's like, Mark, when you walk into a club and they're not climbing up your legs anymore. And they're not grabbing you and throwing you behind the
I
drapes.
haven't been to a club for years, so I don't know.
Yeah, right. So there's someone in the chat room said this is that last song was the song of their life, and somebody said I think it was the Alex Party song.
Okay,
wait. I think it was the Alex Party song. They said that's their ringtone for their phone.
Here's a
which
question.
is cool.
Here's a question for you. Years ago, there was an African singer woman. Her name, I think, was Miriam Makeba, or she sang "Love Tastes Like Strawberries." You familiar with the song? She was a tribal African woman.
Yeah.
Who sang in English. Phenomenal. Your voice is just like hers. You have the same range. And her big song was Life Tastes Like Strawberries.
Love Tastes Like Strawberries.
And what was her name?
Gion Somi?
No. Miriam Makeba, I think it was.
Miriam Makeba.
Who?
Miriam Makeba. She was also somebody that I really admired. And
I had her albums. Oh, how I loved her
She
voice.
said she very much admired her also.
Oh yeah, what a singer! She had a voice.
Yeah.
So I think I want to do something fun that we've never done before. So all you guys all performed together yet or no? Like, I mean, on the same bill, not on the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody except for Colette. Yeah.
Okay, everybody Colette.
Yeah.
So I think this would be something fun to do. We'll start with Colette.
No.
So you have 4 other people that you will be working with. If you could ask any one of them a question, what question would you like to ask them? Like something like to get to know them better, or something you don't know about them, or something that you don't like them because they did something. I don't know.
Oh my God, that's on the spot. I have no idea what to ask.
That's really on the spot.
I just figured you seem very quick on your feet, so you would be able to do it. Everybody else has time to think about it. 'Cause it can be anybody.
What's the favorite, your best gig that you've ever done?
So don't yell so much.
Best gig you've ever done?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm sure all the girls are the same. As so you really can't pinpoint it. There's so many. I think for me would be Peru. There was a show we went to Peru, and the people there are just, honestly, it was a humbling experience. And they stand outside waiting for hours and hours, and they just want to give you all these things, and they're not rich people a lot, and it is a humbling experience. So for me, that show was really, really special, and it was the first time Capella had actually been over to Peru as well. So it was an honor for me to be able to do that.
Have you guys gone all throughout Europe and like all over, like lots of different places? I'm sure you all have, right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Mark Loverush, your turn. Ask somebody a question.
Oh, this is hard. I don't know. Oh no.
You probably know because you know everybody a little bit the best, probably out of everybody.
God. No, you're gonna have to come back to me. I need to think.
I'll go.
I'll
go. I'm going to ask Rosala who she would most like to duet with.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, sadly, he's no longer with us. I always thought Luther Vandross.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the greatest singers ever to live.
Yeah, I had the fortune of meeting him. I'll show you. Excuse me.
I'm so jealous.
Rosala has the best stories.
Oh, wow.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm showing.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross.
Oh, wow.
And that was at the Royal Albert Hall, where he performed with Mariah Carey. They did My Endless Night.
Wow.
And I had just been signed to Sony, the same label. And I was like, I'd love to meet him. And backstage, met him, took this picture. One of the most beautiful people.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
Really love
right.
him. Yeah.
Alex Party, it's your turn, Shani.
Oh Lord. Gosh. This is,
I know.
you know, I've got dyslexia and dyspraxia. I need time to process.
Excuses.
So we'll go back to Mark. Mark, you had time to think about
go back to Mark.
Oh boy.
God, this is so hard. Oh my God, this is because I just would love to ask all of you a question. Oh my God, Rosala, what was Lee like when you were together?
Lee, that because I was a newbie signed to Sony, and what was the group they were called again? Two Thirds. And Lee and myself and Two Thirds, we just hit it because we do Top the Pops together, blah blah blah. And then I don't know if you remember. I don't know what newspaper it was. They made out like Lee and I were having an affair. and I just met.
Who's having an affair? How about that?
No. Hang on 1 second. Let me catch Ron up. So he asked Mark asked Rosala what it was like because his husband's boy band and her were popular at the same time, and they were on Top of the Pops together, and the press came out saying that they were having an affair.
She was having an affair with Mark's
Yes,
boyfriend.
right. Okay, go ahead. Finish, Rosala.
And then
He should be so lucky.
I opened the newspaper and I went, what? And then one of my husband's friends called him and like, you know that woman you're dating, because we were still like new. I think, mate, she's having an affair behind your back because it's in the newspaper.
That's such a cool story, though, because that was when they used to sell things, wasn't it?
I was just looking at some of my old cut-ins, and I saw it. I couldn't stop. I wanted to take a picture and send it to you, Mark. I could not stop laughing. It was so funny.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so then Rosala, it's your turn. Ask somebody something.
Oh my goodness me. Oh, wow. Shani.
Hey.
Shani, I didn't realize you wrote the track. I mean, wow. Proud of you. Proud of you.
Thanks, sis.
Did you go on and do Top of the Pops?
I did, Rosala. I went there 3 times.
And
Three
did
times.
And if you remember,
Yeah.
did they always encourage you to sing live, or?
No, those times there, they didn't want us to sing live.
Okay.
Not at all. But Top of the Pops was great, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
But when you was like younger, you looking, and you think, I remember seeing those balls, those glittery balls, and I used to think, oh, and I think when I looked on there was like Janet, the Jacksons was on there, and I said, one day I'm going to go on there.
Yeah.
So when I actually got there and I looked up and I saw the ball was still there, I was like, but yeah, no, yeah, they didn't encourage us to sing live those days. There, did you get to sing live?
They always wanted me to sing live, and
so they probably just thought I was rubbish.
The biggest thing was Lee sung live as well, though. Lee actually he sung live.
Yeah, and they'd want to say about 10:30, so we're singing live at that hour, and I'm going, my voice is cracking, and then I'm thinking, I can't do this, and so I'm so like been turned into rubble because my voice was croaking, but what an experience.
Yeah, it was an experience.
So what's like the biggest crowd you guys have played in front of? Oh, like as an arena, like I think 10,000 people. Like what? Like I don't know how big arenas are in Europe.
With Michael Jackson, so she's definitely going to be.
Oh yes, Rosala toured with Michael Jackson, so she played the biggest. I actually saw the Jackson's Victory Tour back. I don't know when that was.
Wouldn't the Palladium be the big one?
No, not here. Is there a Palladium in England?
No, back in the day, Wembley, Rosala.
Oh, Wembley Arena.
I had the fortune.
I don't know that one. I just know that all the Americans get all excited if they work the Palladium.
All right.
It's like a big deal.
So how big is Wembley? How many people does it hold?
Well, when I had the fortune of supporting Michael Jackson, I remember being told, because we did stadiums, I did about 43 stadiums with him, and the smallest was in Italy, in Monza, and that was 25,000 people. Wow. I don't know about now, but at the time, it's normally 75,000 people for stadiums. Wow. And then I remember when we performed in Paris, I can't remember the name of the stadium, but these fans couldn't wait to get in. And I remember they either burnt the gates down or broke the gates down. And instead of it being 75,000 people, they ended up being 100,000 people.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, the organizers were terrified to say anything because a riot. And I remember when I went on stage, because, you know, the stage is high up and I could see on top of people's heads. And they were all squashed up like, I remember having a gig like a tin of sardines, slowly swaying from side to side. And I just thought, if anything goes wrong here, that game over. But that was unbelievable.
I think like nowadays when you guys go play like these places on the weekends, how big are the crowds? Like I know the last time for Pride, like 2 years ago, CeCe Peniston played here for Pride, but there was only it was like 5,000 people. I guess that's a lot of people because it's on a field
Yeah.
Is that about a normal size crowd, like 5,000 people or something? Is that about normal?
It's a smallish.
That's smallish. Okay.
Yeah, I think mine's 40,000.
Oh, that's huge.
That was actually in a show in a place called Nijmegen. in the Netherlands, and that was actually with Marcus. So that's a really special show for me, actually.
Oh, there you go. How about you, Shani? What's the biggest arena you played?
Oh, listen, they all blur into one. I'm really sorry. So I can't remember, but one memorable one that I do remember was the festival bar in Italy. And I remember standing up there in my little white frock, and there was all these flying. I'm really scared of things that fly. Not airplanes, like birds and bugs and things like that. And I remember,
I don't like bugs either.
I don't know who told me to look down, and when I looked down, there was all of these cockroaches on the floor. Like, I was trying to. I don't even know if they're cockroaches. They look like cockroaches. It's probably something. But listen, they had all the lights.
Screaming. No.
They had all the lights everywhere, and I was just trying to like find a little dot where on the floor where it was nice and clean, and I was just like, ah. But yeah, no. I mean,
I'm from Florida, and in Florida, the cockroaches fly, so they can actually like fly. It's terrible. Like it freaks you out. How about you, Colette? Like, what do you think is the biggest arena?
Gosh, I'm trying to think because I've played a couple of places. So I'll take Gay Pride in Clapham Common was huge back in the day. I remember performing that, and also Lille Square in France as well. That was quite a big festival that went on there as well.
Yeah, because the gay prides back in the 90s, they were huge, weren't they?
Yeah, it was just, I just remember seeing a lot of people. Yeah.
So in the chat room, the best music years, 80s and 90s, says he has a question for Rosala. Do you never performed in Italy at Festival Bar? It was like Top of the Pops or Dance Machine in France.
Did I ever perform on it?
Yeah.
What, a TV show? Or
I guess he says Festival Bar.
TV show, yeah.
A TV show.
Oh gosh, I probably have done. It's a long time. I'm much older.
Well, I think you have done Dance Machine, Rosala. I've seen it on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it rings a bell. Rings a bell.
Yeah, I think it's Dance Machine was Germany, wasn't it, Shani?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
and Festival Bar is Italy.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, we have a really good friend. Her name's B. Claudia. She made a beautiful poem where she read it in Italian, a beautiful poem, and sent it to Ron for his birthday. And she's in the chat room. She's in Germany. Everybody just say hi, B.
Hi.
B. I haven't read it yet, but after the show, I will read it. And I thank you for it.
Absolutely. So now we're going to take a music break, you guys. Since it's a music show, and we're going back to Shani and Alex's party. The name of the song is Automatic. Juan, get the Automatic one going. And Shani, tell us something about the song.
It's very punchy. It's just a fun, uplifting dance song, just for everybody to get them dancing on the dance floor. Nothing technical, nothing hard. It's just literally put it on and dance. That's it.
All right, introduce it for us, and we're going to play it.
It's Charlie Big and Shani, Automatic.
Woo! This beat is sick, my feet move automatic. 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 Automatic, 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 automatic. This beat is sick.
This beat is sick.
Hey, Automatic, you guys.
Love it.
You gotta love it. By Sheeny, Alex Party, and who's the other person that's part of it? I forgot his name already.
Charlie Big.
Charlie Big. All right. We also want to give a shout out to with Vicky. We want to give a shout out to Ags.
Oh yeah.
Ags. He does the rap. He's the rapper dude. I love the rap in it. It's fabulous. So we
And also Julian's watching the show as well.
Hey Julian, what's up? Julian's the other half of Love Foundation, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Hey Julian, we should have had you come on. You could have come on.
I know.
You gotta love it.
Just a quick one before you go on. Right, guys. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Happy birthday to
Thank you all so much. That's a great honor to have you guys sing happy birthday to me. In my life, I've had some special people sing happy birthday to me, like Jane Russell. Do you know who Jane Russell was? The
Actress. Jane Russell. Colette will definitely know. Yeah, they were best friends.
And Jane would sing. She'd call me up on the phone and never say hello or goodbye. She just would speak. So I picked up the phone and I heard all the happy birthday. And then she said, well, now you can tell everybody Jane Russell sang happy birthday to you. I said, yes, but you didn't do it like Marilyn. Quick. And I also had a lot of big shots. So many people. But this is a great honor. Thank you all. I really appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
Especially the chick on the end with the white hair. So I have to go to a party with her.
Absolutely.
I'm not this dead, but I'm very alive. Ask
Mark.
Ask Mark. I could put Mark to sleep.
So wait, how many of you? I'm sure Rosala's been to the United States. How many of you guys have actually played in the United States? Nope.
You know.
I have, yeah.
I just said the DJ.
Okay, as a DJ. Okay, but Rosala, you have, right? You had to.
I have, yeah.
I like
America was good to me. I used to travel there quite a lot, particularly in the early 90s. And one of the TV shows that springs to mind that I got the pleasure of doing was the Arsenio Hall.
Yes.
I remember going on. Yeah.
That was the biggest show at that time. That was the biggest show too.
Oh my goodness. I could not believe it. And I just remember when I did this TV show in a black massive box. It was massive with like gold on it. Was a dressing gown. And at the back it had Arsenio. And it was for me in my dressing room. I kept it for so many years that it got so old, it started sort of
falling apart.
That was unbelievable.
Who has shows coming? Does anybody have shows coming up that we should be promoting and telling everybody about? Since all around the world is going to hear the show. I don't know if anybody's got a show, but if you do, speak up, or Mark, speak up for them.
Yeah.
We all have shows.
We all have shows. We all bump into each other. We've become good friends over the years. You know, we all have a great camaraderie, and because we know that we are in a tough industry, and we see each other at our gigs, and we go, "Yeah, we're still doing it. We're still here."
Which is awesome. I think that's the most amazing thing ever. And in America, that's like a very big thing. You know, they kind of call it. I don't know what they call it, but like reunion tours of all the like rock bands, and everybody is playing together all over the place, and we get a lot of those shows. We live in Palm Springs, which is in California in the desert. We have a lot of casinos, and they all bring in all the different people, and like every night practically there's a different performer coming in. You know, from like Wilson Phillips is coming on. All these people from the 90s.
It's a mini Las Vegas. It's a mini Las Vegas.
Yeah, like a mini Las Vegas. So I have one other song that I want to play. We were going to play another Rosala song, but Rosala got us flagged because her song got us flagged. So part of it got cut off, but it'll be in the video. It'll be in the audio, but it won't be in the video of everything. So I can't play a Rosala song.
Naughty girl, Rosala.
I mean, her song, and she gave us permission.
So we're
And
gonna.
how could they flag her?
So we're gonna go back though, because I have another one called "Life's a Bitch." I don't know. I think it's called "Life's a Bitch" something else. "Life's a Bitch."
Can't get a job, can't get a man.
Bitch by Colette Van Sertima, and we're gonna play that one because I don't think we're gonna get in trouble. And so I want you to introduce it, Colette, and then we'll come back and we'll have about 10 minutes or so just to chat and wrap up. So go ahead, Colette, introduce it for us.
So this one is called I'm gonna put voice on, I think. Let me tell you something. Life's a bitch.
Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Take it away, Juan.
I'm going to dance.
Here we go. 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 Let me tell you something. Life's a bitch. I can't pay no bills. I can't walk my dog. I can't get a man. It's just a bitch. Let me tell you something. Life's a bitch. The fridge is empty. The cooker don't work. Where's my money? Life is a bitch. Here we go. Honey, I'm telling you something. Life's a bitch. I can't get a job, but I don't want a job. I just want to do something else with my time. You want to know something else? There ain't no parties, no hoedowns, no good times. There ain't nothing but the clothes I got on my back. And guess what? It's just a bitch. Let me tell you something. Life's a bitch. I can't pay no bills. I can't walk my dog. I can't get a man. It's just a bitch. Here we go. 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 Life is a bitch.
Colette, you should be an actress, Colette. You'd be good at it. I think you'd be good at it as an actress. And so
I was dancing on my new leg.
Hey, I love it.
But can't get a job, can't get a man. You're probably beating them off with a fucking baseball bat. Absolutely.
That is going on my playlist.
Yeah.
Oh, you go, girl.
Thank you.
It's just so
You know,
much.
do you know the sad thing is now though, when we do, because we're doing a rework of it, we're
Yeah.
going to have to do an edit because we're not allowed to have the word bitch anymore.
Oh, how time
Oh,
changed.
really? Oh, we used to say beach just to sort of.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
just we're going to have to stutter the bitch.
That's
now,
a
because it's
wicked
radio
track. I've
now.
never heard it. On my playlist as soon as we're done here.
How come you can't say bitch?
We can't have any swearing on UK radio.
It's a
Oh,
snowflake.
Apparently,
Snowflakes
bitch is the most offensive word ever.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
You're kidding. I got a couple in America. Knock your eyes out. Make bitch look like nothing. You know, Joan Rivers used to use the word pussy. So
Yeah, well, and the other word.
to it. And so she changed it to pussy. And she got away with it. And
Yeah.
she talked about her pussy.
I'll probably change it to biatch.
Yeah.
Like a RuPaul way to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So here's an interesting question for everybody. You've all performed with a lot of great performers. If you guys were going to go on tour today and you could go on tour with any musical act, living or dead, and you can't say Michael Jackson, Rosala, because you already did that. So if you could go on tour with any kind of musical act ever, and you were going to pick any one act, living or dead, who would you want to go on tour with? And we'll start with Alex this time.
Tina Turner.
There you go. That's a
Yeah.
great one. I
Love
agree. All right, we're going to go up to the top of the screen to Mr. Mark Loverush.
I would have to say Patrick Swayze.
Oh.
Ooh,
I don't
nice.
know. Patrick Swayze, the actor?
He's dead.
Yeah, but he's a singer as well.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a singer. He's saying She's Like the Wind. He's saying She's Like the Wind. You just like him because he's cute.
No, I actually love that song. It's like
Oh, I like that song too. It's a very good song.
Wait. You like him because he's cute?
And
No.
he had a
I
hit
think
song. He
that's
had a hit song.
You bitch, you cheating bitch. I thought I was the only one.
I just wanted to say
I thought I was
something about that.
He's
Hot
supposed to be
number.
the only one. All right, so Vicky, let's go to
Patrick
you.
Swayze. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
I am going to say
Nice. I
either.
love that song, and Dirty Dancing is
That's
a great
little,
movie.
A little
And
Betty
actually,
Davis.
the best Patrick Swayze movie is called Roadhouse. He did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yes, I know
Roadhouse,
that.
a
Yeah.
great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a
No,
great
I
movie.
thought he was good in Ghosts.
Oh yeah, he was good in Ghosts.
Amazing the Ghost as well, yeah.
All right, Vicky's turn. If you're gonna go on tour
But he
with
couldn't
anybody,
hold a candle to me.
I would say either Prince
that's a good
or
one.
Peebo Bryson.
Who?
Bryson follows me on social media.
Oh, what? Of course.
Who was the second one?
Peebo Bryson.
Never heard of him.
He's like an R&B singer who sings
Yes.
like ballads, a lot of ballads. He's great.
Yes.
He sings a lot of Disney song, like a lot of Disney movie music.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Also, which is-
Yeah.
we have so Ron Moss.
Later.
Ron Moss is the guy from Player, and he's married to
Devin.
DeVasquez, who used to be a supermodel, and
She
she
dated
dated
Prince.
Prince. That's our 6 degrees of separation. And also, our friend Ozzy went out with Prince once too. All right, so we're gonna go up to Colette.
Oh God, and I've had time to think about it. I think obviously again, there's more than one because I love so many different people.
Okay, you get to break the rules. You can have 3.
Ah, cool. Okay, so I'll have Anita Baker.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
actually love Patti LaBelle
Yeah, that's he.
and I've forgotten what her name is now.
She was such a big influence.
She won American Idol, but not. She won American Idol when she
Kelly Clarkson.
Fantasia.
Oh, Fantasia.
Yeah, I love Fantasia. I love her vibe.
She does that like Baby Daddy song. I used to love that song all the
Yeah,
time.
Lee's obsessed with Fantasia. He loves her.
Yeah, she's a good one. All right, now we'll go to Rosala, who can't pick Michael Jackson, but
No.
you can pick a few people, living or dead. Who would you like to go on tour with?
Honestly speaking, I think all the artists out there are fantastic. But I would say when I'm on tour, which is with Alex, Party, Shaney, Vicky from Capella, Colette. We haven't done gigs together. Maybe we have in the past. I don't know. But I love performing with these guys.
Oh, that's nice.
I choose them any day because, you know, we all feel nervous. We all look at each other and go, we got another gig. And we know how we know. And I just love seeing them on the circuit. And that's true.
It's
So
really
how
nice.
many people are usually on a bill? How many people are usually like on a bill at one time to play?
Depends on the show.
Depends. Yeah, depends on the show.
It depends.
Depends how many the promoters trying to cram in.
Yeah, it depends, you know. Yeah.
No, like we went to a freestyle concert here, and it had like all the like Taylor Dane, Stevie B, I don't know, all these like dance artists, but there was like
Everybody.
literally there was like maybe 12 acts, you know,
Yeah.
on it. You get there at like 7:00 and it's done at like 1:30
What a
in the
show,
morning.
what
It was
a
a great
show.
show, but there was so many people, like you only got to really be on there really for like, I think the headliners probably got 5 songs maybe, and everybody else got like 2 or 3.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was great. And we being big shots didn't have to sit. We were in left wing, stage left wing.
Yeah,
So
we had green room access, so we
so
hung
we
out
were
in the green room with
standing right.
everybody.
We were standing at the feet of all the performers.
It was great.
It was wonderful.
One good thing about having a popular show is that we don't usually have to pay to go places. Like, we usually
No.
just get invited.
No.
That's great.
Don't forget, we're media. We're press. We sell you. And
Yeah.
you expect us to pay to go to your show to sell you? What the fuck are you, nuts?
Yeah.
We don't ever pay.
No way.
I mean, I've been to a lot of things. I've been to the MTV Awards. We go to Academy Award parties that are like, you know, $1,000 a ticket. We don't pay.
Mark once said to me, if you come to my show, you can come free. I said, what did you think I'd pay you? He said, well, everybody else pays me. I said, yes, that's because you were younger. I said, you were younger. Now, in these days, nobody's paying you anymore, Mark. It's over.
So do any of you guys watch horror movies?
Love
Yes.
horror movies.
So we have two yeses. Okay, so the two who love horror movies, what are your 2 favorite horror movies? What's your favorite horror movie? Do you have a favorite one?
What?
That you like a lot?
For me, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which
And it's coming out, the new one. They're making a new
Yeah,
one.
yeah, the new one. I know.
I like that one too. I like Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I actually
But
like.
then I do love Sick, like Texas Chain Massacre as well.
Yeah, me too. We've had everybody who played Texas Chainsaw Massacre, who played Leatherface. They've all been on the show. We've had all the Jasons, all the Pinheads. We've had all of mine because I really like horror a lot. What about you, Vicky?
It's really difficult because I love horror movies, but anything that's supernatural. So I don't really like the Saw movies because anyone can run around. You know when they run around with a big chainsaw and the girls run away,
Right.
run up the stairs, and I just feel like this, and it really annoys me. Just like run up the stairs. So I don't like films like that, but like supernatural that you can't control or totally.
What, like Vampire?
That's terrifying.
Paranormal Activity or something like that. Yeah.
What, like Vampire?
I
Yeah.
like all those too. Okay, so for Rosala and Shaney and Colette. Okay, so it's a rainy day and you have a cold and you're at home and you have to and you decide I'm going to relax and watch a movie. What is my go-to movie to go and relax and just see what's going on and what I would like to see? And we'll start with. I'm not going to start with Alex because she likes to think about it. So we're going to start Alex Party. So we're going to go to Colette because she's very quick on the whim.
I do love a true story. So I love kind of biographic movies.
Yes.
So, what did I watch? I watched the one on Aretha Franklin. I love that. And oh gosh, yeah, movies like that based on like Elvis. I loved all those kind of like where you see
True story movies.
Yeah, I like
bios.
Yes, bios. I like bios too. We watch a lot of them, so I'm okay. I'm pretty good with that one. All right, let's go to you, Rosala.
Oh, I love these olden day movies of singing and dancing, you know. Absolutely. Oh, they take me away from this modern earth, I love it, and the
I
costume.
agree with you, Rosella.
Yeah, just beautiful.
Rosella.
We watch all the like Fred Astaire and all the Ginger Rogers and all those kind of movies. He loves all, especially since he was friends with a lot of the people from that era. He knew a lot of them.
Beautiful.
I knew Ginger Rogers. I knew her from Palm Springs. Everybody knew Ginger Rogers in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
She was so visible. I mean, she would go all over and didn't give a shit that she was a famous movie star. And she'd stop and talk with you, and you could ask her questions about Fred Astaire and whatever.
Yeah.
And she would light up, and she loved to talk about it. So, I never knew her as a friend. She lived across the street from a friend of mine.
Yeah.
She lived across the street from Kay Ballard, the comedian. And
Ron's not really tooting his horn though. He knew many people. He knew Betty Davis. He knew. I don't know if you guys know who Betty Davis is, but the older people will. And he knew Betty Davis, Elizabeth Taylor, Tab Hunter, like all the like superstars all the old stars. He knew all of them, and he used to have a show called Set the Record Straight, where Tippi Hedren from the Byrds.
Oh yes.
He knew all of them. So he's been doing this interview thing for a zillion years.
I've been interviewing for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, like 30 years. So it makes it fun. So everybody go around and tell everybody where's the best place for the people to follow you. We have 3 minutes left. Follow you, like what your Instagram is, or however you would want people to like be able to follow to know what's going on with you. Start with you, Mark, and we'll go around the circle.
So for Love Foundation, at Love Foundation Music, or at Mark Loverush 79 Instagram.
There you go. All right, Colette.
God, I actually don't have. Well, I do have an Instagram page. I've got Colette Van Sertima Music, but I'm part of the Love Foundation family right now. So my journey's going to begin again with Mark and the Love Foundation team. So my journey is just beginning again. So
congratulations. We're very happy and know it's going to be very successful. We're very happy for you. And you have the most fabulous smile on the planet. You really do. All right, Vicky.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you'll be on some of the shows with us as well, Colette. That'd be amazing to meet you.
I hope so. Yeah, it'll be amazing to meet you guys too.
Yeah. For me, it's Vicky Waters or at Capella Official.
Capella Official, you guys. All right, go to you, Shani. It's Alex Party Official, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, Alex Party Official or Charlie Big and Shani.
It's official. It's official Alex Party Official Shani.
Yeah.
Okay, official Alex Party Official Shady. There you go. Thank you.
I want to make sure they get the right one.
And Rosala has a B in her Instagram, I remember.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Rosella B or on X, which is also Rosella B.
Oh, I'll follow you on X now too then. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll find it. So you guys, we want to thank all you guys for coming on for Ron's birthday, even though when we scheduled this, I forgot it was Ron's birthday.
I want to ask Mark a question. Mark, if I come to England, can you put me up?
Yes. We've got spare room here.
Could I sleep in your room?
I might give you the yes.
Can I sleep in your room? You know what? We could kick the penis stuffer out. Mark, I think you're wonderful, and I consider you one of my dearest friends. Period.
Love that.
And I love you as a friend. And seriously, Jimmy and I are about a year bound as soon as our knees are better, and we will come and see you.
Yes, do. Do you know what? We'd actually love for you to come to one of the shows that they're all performing at.
We would love that. Absolutely.
You come here.
We gotta go.
We'll show you Palm
We
Springs.
gotta go. So you guys,
Thank
you so much.
Wonderful.
Congratulations on all your success. Only future success we want for you. It's been wonderful. Everybody's been a great sport. We've had a great time. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for a good show, folks.
Thank you, guys. Bye, guys.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Next week, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Happy birthday, darling.
Bye.
Thank you.
Jimmy, this is MC Alfred. I'm just chilling, Jimmy Sayo sitting down and designing. Where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Pick up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you